that real quick. And hope everyone's night is golden. Just messing around with some squid. Let me see what the channel is called so I can credit it. I don't have many long shank hooks. The two I have, the Aberdeen's really thin, and the kind of Amazon pack, the gap is super narrow. So saw this. Gulp. Let's see. From Fly Library, and man, was that a golden video, using mono to tie the tentacles onto. So, here, let me kind of pause at the dubbing spot, because you tie it on separately without vise. I might be able to use that other one. Alright, I didn't think about this. Because it is a little difficult for my hands to do in the air. The thickest I got is 40 pounds. So, yeah. Jeez, right in the middle of the floor. I'm hoping maybe this will be able to hold the body. Just when whip finishing, but I also have zapping up in case this doesn't work. Let's see. Sitting on myself. Yeah. So this is a size 1, 3407. Check it. So I'm probably gonna make an arse ton of these, and hopefully get a little better at it. My bulkhead bucktail, not very bulky. Whoops. Tried to save it with one of these kind of like super webby hackle feathers that came with some craft store stuff, but just want to see. Yeah, I'll just put it on. So I'm gonna zoom on in. Hey David. Hey Stardust. Finally getting in some sitting time. Yeah, I was just scrolling shorts, and the mono is still about here, and gonna tie it pretty dang similar as far as this part, and maybe get a little maybe rabbit fur or something. I was thinking even just doing 2 pieces on each side for that thing, and then something for the body, maybe chenille and like that schlap and stuff, because that looked real cool. And got a post-fly kit forever ago. It came with some, you know, not the best quality, I'm sure, schlapping, but I like the super webby stuff. Long, super webby stuff. I'm gonna get this. This is just some old 40-pound mono. A slippy grip. Now, probably should have tried to tie this beforehand, because dear lord was this difficult. I'll definitely be on the lookout for some like super rigid mono. So this I'm gonna keep it long. So, slip that over here. Just roll it real quick. I'm gonna cut this tag to get out of the way. So, the room that I'm be using until I find a camper, which I found the perfect one, but it's like twice as much as the one that I really wanted, but fell through. Oops. Some dubbing would be nice. Got pearl. Got a bunch of random stuff. Oh, Juan Carlos. Haven't been out there in a long time, but I'm thinking about trying to just do like a drift boat or something. Real fun. Just to get out there though, because, I mean, it's not the longest, but 4 hours, better than no hours. All this dubbing is so short. I guess, like dust. That's gonna just fall out of that. Alright. Do I have anything else up here? I thought I was prepared. That dubbing's great for small stuff, because most of the stuff that I made like at the very beginning with yarn and stuff, the fibers are quite long, but I kind of like it for a big thing. Let's see how this stuff is. This stuff is from a craft kit, or a fly tying kit, like a cheap one. Fell for many of those. That was the shark picked up the stuff I picked out. Alright. Not easy for me, this is. Spider activity. Alright. Yeah, it is like dubbing quite long, but I don't really have any long stuff. So this like part, I'm just trying to get on here. I'm guessing this is definitely gonna take some skill building. I feel like, oh gosh, I don't know how people are able to tie without it's a very sturdy vise. Like even just like clamp, I've seen people tie on those big like industrial clamps. You see like bolted on trucks sometimes. So, okay, now I gotta get ballsy. Oh, Oh no, I'm tying like backwards. Am I? I don't know. This went so smooth the first time. Like, maybe not smooth, but a lot smoother. So let me just try it. Nope. Dear gosh. I could start. Oh dear. I've been in like waiting mode, so I'm just kind of slowly going nuts, waiting to pick all my stuff back up and move it a few feet over there. But like a little bit closer, I guess, to being able to buckle down. Okay, a little bit more. That was a lot easier. Okay, I'll fiddle with the top more when we get there. Sorry to do that off camera. It's tying onto the mana is definitely gonna take some practice, because I really like how you could put anything on it. Just get heavier mana. Hey Sean! Yeah, I've gosh, yeah, the last few days just been kind of out of it, I guess. And my mom went to the hospital today, but I really want to hit those docks. I'm just so over this waiting. Like, at this point, don't even care if the like area is painted or not. I'll just, I don't know, paint it while in there, I guess. So can't stand it because I can't like focus or relax at all. Just every day like plans change. It's just like the nightmare continues. Plans that just kind of are just, I don't know, hypothetical or something. Because like it's been tomorrow for a few days now, so I'm just not really sure what's going on at this point. Stuff is still in piles. Ow. I'm making the best out of a pile of shite, but can't complain too much. So, fiddle 8 of these on here. And this is that. Oops. Yeah, the first one didn't really go as planned. Or, like, end up really, it looks hungry, but I really liked how it came out a lot. This time I will have to probably use chenille though. Quick, thick body. Oh yeah. Just can't get over how tentacly they look like. Very suggestive, I will say. Definitely glad I kept the excess mono on. Try to get them a little spayed and stuff, but yeah, I can't also stop watching that Jamaican lady, that like preacher lady. This is some of the most intense like stories ever. Just like a really fascinating channel there. Run into a lot of like really random stuff on live streams. It's one of the most wholesome, like, I don't know. I really like it. I like all the different things. Okay, I lost that. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Maybe, okay. That'll be the eye. Stuff trims. Maybe I'll trim some of this stuff out. I don't want it to be quite long. It's pretty small hook. I mean, I don't know. Portions, I need more experience to know what's what. Yeah, I'll probably just do Zapica. Oh. Hey, Crazy Lid. Yeah, crawl patterns. That fly tying book has, it's like instant option paralysis, really. There's a few things that I really want to tie. I don't know, I haven't tried yet. Like, I was trying to think of, I thought, I don't know why, but unnatural. It's just such an intense warning. Like, most intense glue bottle warning I've ever seen. Yeah, man, this is lovely. Because I don't have any long shanks. Well, that's, that's what we're working with. And I don't know why I didn't think about it. The mono. Man, oh man. But now, is that dry? Like, dry enough to not fuse to skin instantly, or whatever. Let's see. This is all gonna be under resin, so I think I'm good to go. Alright. Now, I'm supposing I'll add the eyes, which I was wondering if probably not, I guess. If you weight an articulated, or not an if you were to weight it, it would probably, make a resonant in place. To use dumbbell eyes here instead of these. Orange, zonkers, and gray. Yeah, I'm looking for a zonker pattern for a cobia. Oh, that's sick. I don't know. Like this part is a shame, but it looks. It blew my mind when I saw it. And I had these super thin, half a ton of them. So I was also gonna make some saltwater teaser looking ones. Definitely gotta figure out an easier way to tie onto that mono. Yikes. Real quick, also is, other than the rabbit strip, I was also thinking about these, like, turkey flats, craft store turkey flats. Because maybe I could just attach one even to one side and still do that bucktail over it, just so it has that fan. I feel like it would be sweet to have multiple vices of like, ooh. Oh shoot, the eye, I forgot. Yikes. So there's those. Alright. Hey, I appreciate that, Stardusted. Oh, that sounds sick, David. I started watching a few videos not too long ago. I've never seen the footage of. See, I get the few confused still, like mayfly, caddisfly, stonefly. There's a ton of them. Crane flies. I get those ones are like the mosquito. We do have those. The other ones I don't really have like a concept for. I don't see them all the time. And the footage of it, of them like on the surface of the water, looking up and from below, it blew my mind. And one of them, I can't remember, but it like deposits his egg, or her eggs like after it already has wings, but they're like super aquaphobic, so it just looks like mercury crawling around down there. And it just, you know, nature like never really ceases to not impress me, but that like I just never seen it before. And I've heard their names so many times, it just blew my mind. I've seen plenty of like diagrams of like drawings of them with arrows pointing to each next stage, but I think too like cameras are so crisp, can really capture like pure insanity out there. Alright, I painted. No, it's on the floor still. I used the UV resin, the craft resin, or UV craft, to make dumbbell eyes, which freaking took 2 seconds compared to how I was doing that. So, if it was like, because then it could kind of be nestled in the hook. And it's technically on the back of the hook, so it would be like hook riding up, right? Maybe I should tie them onto the hook and then tie this one, and then put chenille, and then put the whatever. Yeah, I think so. So I was been using the shitty thread. Could not think of another word, but the color is gorgeous. A few of the colors are really nice, and it hasn't snapped yet. So when like experimenting, I always feel like I'm wasting materials, but that's left over from crafting, where all the materials suck these days anyway. Like, my favorite jewelry making supplies comes from salvage yards or just hardware stores that copper. Like, I'd rather sit there and strip copper wire with a scalpel and then unravel all of the strands and use that instead of buying like super overpriced copper wire that doesn't even end up being copper. It's like aluminum or something, and then some of it is green, which is kind of cool, but you never know which one it is. Ooh, dear, I need to check that out real bad because that I didn't know how hard people went with deer hair until a few weeks ago when I saw like SpongeBob. Well, no, I think that SpongeBob was the other day. But the actual sculptures, which I get that that's like just like skill show or art, it just blew my mind. I've been trying to figure out good spots to find like dyed deer hair because I only have one color. But man, deer hair popper sounds brilliant. I think it'd be easier than trying to do corks. I just can't get them to stay on the hooks like strong. It is very hot. So I had to stand up. It's a 1927 house being renovated, so there's probably like stuff blocks. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I like. Oh, it's Florida. Where everyone's AC is on its last leg. It has been brutal everywhere. I'm more shocked about the northern states though. Man, I can't get. Okay, I'm just gonna open the door a little bit. Be right back. Whoops. Got some starter bins. Oh, you can see. Scrapbook containers. Sure y'all know about those. They're flat. Ow. Wide. Nice. So I'm going to fix this onto this. And I want it so like that body could be flat, I'm guessing. So let's see. Oops. Should let it cure a little more. But that's okay. We'll put clear over it and it might just be my side too. Maybe. Oops. Try and get that part where it's like, maybe I can move the eyes up a little more. Oops. Oh, yeah, it's been brutal. Dose of reality for me, that's for sure. But, so, it's bizarre feeling like a tourist in a town I feel like I never left. It's so different. There's so many, like, big apartment buildings and stuff, which this area had none besides the one on Lake Avenue. But I know that's happening everywhere. What the hell am I doing? Sure. I'm also using a very, very cheap bobbin for some reason. Nope, I'm gonna put glue in this. For, like, keeping eyes nice and set, would you use a Zap-A-Gap for that? Or would you use, like, UV resin for that? Olive natural rose color. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish they didn't make you pick, like, variety packs so much. I put too much. Crap. Put dubbing and stuff to like get it all. Or, oh, yeah, I'll probably put like dubbing down there and. I tried to do the thing where you like burn it and then stretch it, but it almost ended badly, so I'm just gonna cut that. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to put something over it, like maybe something that goes like. So next time I'm only gonna put 6 feathers in this, and then the other 2 going this way. But I might. Bucktail. It's either super glue UV to ensure the size don't move. Yeah, I need to maybe I need to figure out how to burn a hole in styrofoam part holding glue. Thankfully it was Loon's like head cement, the water-based stuff. It came in a kit and spilled the entire bottle like afterwards. One of the first uses, maybe not the first use, but you know. Oh, what's this stuff? Don't know why I was trying to rip that off there. Don't want to take all that fur out. Alright, shoot. Gonna try to part it. I don't know, there's something. I just need to put something up there, I feel like. Oh boy. Hey. Okay. Oh. Looking scrimpy. I just want to get a little more even, I think. Looking scrimpy as hell. Ah. Dang. I have this like little beater up guitar in here. I'm farting around on it, but it pulls on the thread. It feels gross. Alright, now I'm going to chenille it. Man, the eyes are. I don't know if the placement's gonna be alright or anything like that, but just white resin and black resin, holy chokes. When I have like an actual setup and a little UV light station again, I'll just make a bunch at once because it's just unreal. throw it on a clothespin, a tiny clothespin, and then I put that clothespin on a larger clothespin so it could stand under the light. Keep the feathers on the top. The next time, tie in some bucktail by the eyes to support the feathers. That's right. Dang it. I didn't even think about that, like in this situation. I don't know what it is I just added, honestly. I think it's fox fur. It came in like a random bag of fur scraps. I'm gonna have to paint some over the eyes a little bit. Okay. Now these things, they had only 2 left. Got yarn. Yeah. Nice. Medium. Yeah. Use this like sandy flashy chenille instead. Well, maybe this is a little too. Well, I mean, that is a party. I'm not too sure how. I don't have any cross-cut white, but I guess I should start thinking about this part. Like, maybe if I cut it, this doesn't need all that. Kinda like that. I mean, it doesn't even need all that. Because it's just gonna like, but at least I'll have like some structure hidden in there. I don't know. Yeah. Let's think. That was like a wet hackle. Because I do have like white schlap and then 2 pieces of this one. Because I could always stain it. maybe the schlappen. And like I put this up and then the white schlappen through it and then that big thick webby stuff that I used to cup this. I could try the bucktail, but man, I guess for some reason. Holy trucks! It is definitely a period room. Sugar. Mm. 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 Well, supposing it's gonna want to be a little long. Yeah, I really like these feathers. They're like feathers from a painting or something. Maybe I should sit down. I should try to put the mic on my back when I crack it. I'm digging through so much stuff. Still not done. And I am kind of just like not putting too much thought into it because I don't even know if that's possible right now. I'm fried, but slowly, slowly. Oops. Oh, good job. This place, scary stuff. So I'll probably want to stop this. Okay. One day I'll remember to measure how much I use at a time. It's a better workflow. Jeez. Ready now. Oop. Let's see. Hero! Hey, Adonis! How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, I appreciate that, David. This is the stuff. I want to get all the colors up to pink, white, and black. Wondering if they make a red one or if it was just out of stock. But that's something I'm really glad I know about. The thin resin is insane. Oh, I should use 2 feathers. Oh my gosh, just have to go extensive on the up top. I do like it. Oops. Oops. Forgot that had purpose. Yeah, really. I do have a decent pack of shopping for black. Just like that webby. So, I'm not sure if I could use like regular old rabbit strip, but those are the squid patterns I really like. Is the rabbit strip one? I'll be seeing those, and I like the rabbit strips because they sop up water, making it easier to cast on them, and like a light setup. Some spots you can't fly fish, like the pier, which I did look up like fly fishing from fishing pier. Couldn't even find a video doing it for shites, if you will. Yeah, so these are these craft store. Put them in a book tail bag. This super webby stuff. If I put like a load of it to make like a cup, or is that not how that works? The other thought was like bamboo craft work. Oh, she can grab a start thing. I mean, if I just put, let's see. I put them both on the side, I think maybe. Oh, pretty nice. Maybe I'll dang it. I had the points in there, but I dropped it. if I put these at the top. Maybe like that at the top. And then like, maybe not. Those I'll do the larger one though for sure. Squamish hair. Reverse tie streamer. Okay. Now, would you do it just on two sides or like rounds? Like, yeah. Yeah, try to filter through a load of patterns, find some fun ideas. Tape was one of them, but I like the rabbit fur, and other thing I was thinking was chamois. And I'm sure like that's a thing. I couldn't find any in this book. Chamois squid yet, but I'm sure. Choking on candy over here. Trying to find squid. $2.04. Oh yeah, crapper. Yeah, that would be the easiest. Gosh, start off strong, but it gets brutal. Not sure the temperature. It's not so bad if you remain absolutely still. I have to take like a quick porch break. I could bring it. Very dark out there. Okay. So I'm wondering what I should do. Maybe I should just do one of those shop and or this thing. I don't know why I'm so fixated on these. But gotta wait till the lights. Holy. Breeze appear indoors. We're gonna have to tie this. There you go, it's a necklace now. I have one more. I just want to see it, can I always take it off? I don't know why I did it like that. I can get this closer. It's like a plushie. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I can't get over it. It's so different everywhere. I feel like I'm waking up from like a coma or something. Word. You know? It's like a Raggedy Andy. Have y'all heard of Charlie's Crab? There's a sailboat that went missing off the coast. Well, it was the owners of, I said Ruth's Crab. Is it Ruth's Steak or something? Anyway, I have no idea. But, Charlie's Crab. They still haven't found not a single piece or remnant. Must be in like a crevasse. I don't know. But it reached the coast of Lantana. Yeah. Really successful seafood restaurant here in Palm Beach County. Crawford. But I just want to get this like move over with so I could just lock the door. Yeah. Kind of difficult here because it's a house being renovated at like this very second, so there's a bunch of people in and out. And unfortunately, a bunch of my doodles got thrown away. They're all crinkled, they're in my bag, because I was moving, I had to throw like a bunch of stuff together, and pulled them out of my bag, but at the same time, all of the trash was picked up. Alright, so I'm gonna take some of these long ones out. Oh shit. Always take it off and start over. Oops. too short. Looks like a bird. Please excuse me. Probably could have stand to use maybe more. But I can always perhaps like put some glue or something in there. Some reason why I definitely wanna keep an eye out for some rubbery resin. Yeah, I'll probably have to like glue it a little bit. Wondering if I should add more. Emo squid. Let me just try it. Just do this so I could fix the fin. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what I was doing one bit. I good job. Getting there or getting back there. It's been a wild road. Hey man. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be stuck on squids for a good minute. Gotta figure out maybe appropriate lengths too, so like kind of shrimpy too. Man, not quite there, but I'm really excited. Oh, I haven't tried a squid yet. I come from, I guess, saltwater fishing, mainly either live bait from sabiki or cast net or squid or scrimps. I do think there's a decenter way with these, because maybe I'm just not thinking about it. This is another good application for some rubbery resin, maybe, because could fix it and then cut it. I've seen turkey flats used for the wings before, or fins. That would be pretty ideal. It's just like a little more structurally sound. Another way I want to try is on a tube. Try to do kind of like a rig already. So the tentacles will be on the hook, and then the tube will house the body and wing or fin. And ooh, this is probably a lot of material to have like all up in that hook. I'm not sure. I could trim. Very scrimpy. Oh boy, I can't wait to throw this in the pool tomorrow. I keep meaning to do that, but I swear it's like someone with social anxiety is like worst nightmare. There's so many people here during the day. I just kind of stay visiting here, but I have I took like a 2-second video so y'all could hear it. I'll post it in Discord. I totally forgot. But yeah, doing flooring, but it's right outside that door. Not complaining, it's really sick to see. And the flooring is like an inch thick, darn near. And so it's like the ceiling's an inch closer. It's not quite an inch, probably like a half inch, but it's thick flooring. This is that one at the loop. I did a rotten job at the loop, way too big. But it was just like, I was tying it anyway, and the memory struck me. Hey, I was orc fishing. Yeah, I have one more move left, and then essentially Freebird can finally get out there and stay out there. I was really far from the coast before. It was like hour west, but that hour, man, like that'll exhaust the soul, and that's what it did. So I feel like a tourist in my hometown, and I can't get over the fact that it's there. I mean, there's so much change everywhere, but like I don't know. 6 years in swamp to come back to like a metropolitan area. It's terrifying but kind of sick. So I'm gonna try to plant up my parents' house and like get that really nice looking and get the city off theirs. The city's on everybody's horse though. It's a very kitschy town. It still is. It'll always be. However, they're packaging it as a new and upcoming area. So like the plans that they sell people coming into the area don't necessarily exist yet. So I haven't experienced this yet. Like, man, Dixie Highway is like, that's our host role, okay? Dixie Highway is Palm Beach County's host role. And they'll have like the new condo, urban luxury or whatever they're calling it, buildings. It's just like all the quick stops are edited out of the of the plans. And it's like Lux Life, local living. But they edited out the host role. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this because this will be crazy loud. But man, I do enjoy these. I forgot to mute. Does that mean I was unmuted while I was like inhaling ranch chips? I have no idea. Whoops. I'll be right back. It's nice out there. Wondering if it's worth moving. There's such a gentle breeze. Man. But there's the industrial district I was a little like, I don't know, not worried about, but like, damn, I hope that's not gone or like minimized at all. It is popping back there. There's even a brewery, so rent's about to go up even more. But planted some tiny frangipanis and what's the buddy's been just getting into fishing and kayaking also, so trying to finally make a plan that sticks to go swim over to where those Goliath grouper are. I just can't go and swim over there by myself. Maybe, but nah. I'm a believer in the buddy system no matter how shy of a guy I could be. That ocean is a living being, and she likes when you have company. Yeah. Atlantic coast here in Florida. Alright, that's good. I just don't know where anything is. It's driving me nuts. Good show. What we got going on now? So, been saving all the grizzly stems for scrimps. The phone holder is kind of in the way, but two squids. Psst. Well, looks like a crafts project, but I'm gonna throw these in the thing tomorrow. And what? Oh yeah, found a hat rack today. But got this pile going on. There they are. Hooks. Found those. But man. So I got all the stuff organized, which was a bunch of jewelry. All this is like random. Here's a pin suit. But fixing to have like essentially yard sales at my parents' house instead of Yeah, green market doesn't start until October. Can't see nothing. I wonder if you can see the ocean. So those lights are condos, and then across, or the what's in front of those is the ocean. So it's really nice breeze. Probably like 90 something degrees. I don't know if it's that bad, but it's kind of scary walking on this, I'll be real. And the second floor, but there's no railing. And I am heinously night blind. Wish YouTube could pick up the stars. Hey, Matthew. Wow. Has it gotten super brutal? And have y'all gotten rain at all? Try to see how topsy-turvy everything is. That dang pole shift, probably. I don't know. Got most of the clothes like organized. Can't lose those. I'm going to. Oh my gosh, I need to swim so bad. I keep meaning to go in the pool, but I don't know. Just been dragging my feet, waiting to move all this stuff. And it, like, incapacitates me. Because I never know when I'm going to be picking it all back up again. But I want to show the camper I found now. It's not that dingy little thing, it's a different dingy little thing. Where'd it go? They go really quick. So, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if she was no longer. Let's, um, oh, it was perfect. I don't know if I showed this one yet, but this is really the only other one in this area. Ideal. Stuck in like one space for too long, like it just hit me how little I've seen of the state, and like at that point, like maybe 2 weeks would be like 4K. Hotels, Airbnbs, it's pretty dang astronomical, and at that point you could have like a mobile structure that you could just drag around, and way cheaper in the long run. Plus, you could have a permanent setup, and I really don't want to be like weighed down at all right now, so I'm not starting any plants and pass along my seed collection, and I just, yeah, need to be out in the open for a good deal of time. Holy trucks. But so many different types of waters we've never seen before. Spring water is definitely a big one, and the like the flats, if you will, like seas of ocean grass. And I've never seen a bull shark swimming in mangroves. Anywho, wow, I like 121. All right, yeah. How is that possible? Yes, yeah, Matthew, that is the plan. And thankfully gonna be storing most of my like bulk stuff in my parents' garage because there's like a lot of bulk stuff I can't get myself to get rid of. And stupidly collected vintage clothing for a long time, so I just got like piles of stuff that, you know, if you get a stain on it, like that shit ruins your day, so it's going in a box. I feel like I destroyed history. um, yeah, going in a box. Because like even down in the Keys, there's so many campsites where like people pull up their cars even. Has electricity and everything, and there's loads and loads of stuff like that just about everywhere. RVing, I suppose, I guess, huge part of the culture for a long time. And Yellowstone, ooh. Is the Grand Prismatic Spring that rainbow thing? Because that was surreal. It's like another planet via Google image. 66 degrees. Oh shoot. So when it rains when it's cold, does it like 'cause when it rains here it's usually hot as hell, so it's like super humid, like a steam house. But I was wondering like what is it after it rains when it's cold? Does that bring any form of humidity or is it just, as you could also feel it before it rains here, it just randomly gets like steamy and super humid. Grand Prismatic. Trying to solidify that into my mind finally. Still can't get over it. There's saltwater springs here too, but I um I I know sinful little like about the springs here. It's not something I'm proud of, that's for sure. But you know, I just don't know much about springs yet. But some of the most ethereal, like, because I know you can't swim in Yellowstone, but apparently people have tried for some reason. It's like, is it the big, big one? Man, like it looks like a Jurassic, like, don't touch or else you'll just, like, turn to dust, like, anything, like, planet. Cannot imagine. Salt Flats, too, another place that does not look like it. Firehole River. Because I don't want to sound like a total idiot, but, you know, it is what it is. Because isn't it, like, acidy? Firehole River. Oh, that's nice. That looks like a place to pan for gold, maybe. It's another thing that really what I want to do with the camper is to go as north as necessary, is just to pan for some gold for a really long time. Same spots that would be ideal for fly fishing. Um, I enjoy killing birds with, preferably one stone sometimes. And camper, you have shelters, you have a workspace, you have fly fishing, because big sprawling river, and you have gold panning. Or gemstone looking for, when I was a kid, I was trying to find aquamarines by breaking rocks, and I only had like 2 days to do so, so I didn't yield any aquamarine, but oh, yeah, those plants are surreal. They all remind me of 1990s music videos, but I just, yeah, I need to see that at least once, a salt flat. Like, taste a little piece, or is that allowed? Is that allowed? Oh, it's so cool. It's like snow, but not like food preservative. Well, it's nice. But it's just wild. I can't imagine what that sounds like walking on. Probably better than snow. Snow is pretty good. I've only seen snow once, but it was real, real nice. Everything felt so clean. It gets really gross here. You do not want to sit on a plastic chair after somebody else has sat in it during the summertime. The thing will be soaked, and it'll cause some damage psychologically, for sure. "36 inches. What is that? This candle? Tool. Oh, it sounds so cool out there. Loud booms from Tool. Jeez. That's unreal. Utah's another place, like, Oklahoma, that I know way too little about. Jesus Christ. Gulp. Oh, that is wild. Why have I never, like, seen any of this? Just like that super governmental building with that, like, beast of a mountain in the back. That's a wild, wild thing there. I do miss seeing mountains a lot. And it's unreal to have, like, the horizon taken up by Earth, because, it's pretty flat down here. Thankfully now there's some apartments, so there'll be more shade on the street. There, my town had a thing where you couldn't build over, I forget how many floors, but it's like 2 or something, 2 or 3. But west of Dixie, they're a little bit more lenient now. I don't know what changed, but can't help but think And that's going to produce a lot of shade. Nobody seems to want to plant any trees on the walkways that produce shade. It's all palms. Can't we have like sidewalks full of cherry blossom? Or Florida equivalent, just sea grapes everywhere. They produce so much shade. It's hot as shite. Like, I bet on the outskirts of parking lots there's like a bunch of dead insects and stuff that just because there's I mean, I don't know why there's not solar panels on everything. Where is that? Sorry, I got clicky on Google Image. That is an intense building. It's so crisp looking. That is straight out of something fantastic. I don't know, it's like a castle made out of skyscrapers. Look at the tops of them. Wickenburg? Oh, shit. I was hoping that was a town name. That's sick. A buddy of mine moved to New Mexico. Truth or Consequences, which the only thing I really know about that is like what's it called, a crime documentary, and way to put the place on the map, but Jesus Christ. I haven't watched a crime documentary in a good 8 years, probably less than that, but man, I then started watching a lot of news, I guess, but there needs to be commercials that, like, medications, but like the benefits of switching news and crime documentaries to taco making streams. And it's just a bunch of people with kind of crazy looking smiles because everyone's genuinely stoked. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Oh, mining town, right on. Well, I suppose like a lot of these old towns have industrious uses. Wow, look at that. That's one reason why. Oh, I could have lived in Colorado. I definitely could have, even though it's like not coastal one bit. I don't even know how that works. Like, how does this? There is no ocean. I'm just kidding, of course. But the wandering, top tier wandering, you just go a little bit this way, really sick, like, the stuff, and you go a little bit this way, abandoned mine town, huge mine shafts, not a no trespassing sign in sight. Ultimate freedom. I climbed so many sketchy structures. It was amazing. It was amazing. Victor, Colorado had the best, and I really, really long to go back there. Just to wander. I kind of want to go in the dead of winter again. Because, there's something about being like, it feels like you're on top of a mountain. I don't know if you are, but uh, met like met people up there. Everyone's like super nice, and a lot of meth, dude. A lot of meth. Jesus Christ. Like, I was invited to a party and I got there and I was shocked. It felt like I was in a documentary. And thankfully I was the narrator. Like, it was so I sat, looked down first because I'm from South Florida, so like a lot of us growing up end up in the sketchiest like situations. We come out all right, but look down first. You don't want to sit on anything sketchy in the sketchy situation. And they had the quintessential chick passed out in the corner. They had the quintessential people rocking back and forth. I sound like an asshole. I'm not. These people were maybe, but these people were like totally normal when I met them. Like I would have never guessed, like at all. And this is back when I thought I was going to be a writer, not novels or anything. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I showed up with a bottle of Jack and some other. It was Colorado, some like plants that they could grow or whatever if they wanted to do with it. Um, it was like shining a light on like I don't want to say anything derogatory because these were really nice people. It's like shining a light on mice, like it's just like very out of place. So I instantly like tried to offer the kid that like got me there like a drink and this, and he was just like no, no, no. And then so I turned to other people and it was just like a wave of this like no. Sat there for a good minute, left, and before that, pulling into the place, the billboard is clear as day. Just says asbestos apartments. And they were discounted. And they were so nice. Like, they were spotless. Like, I mean, there wasn't trash everywhere. These were clean cut people. And it was just the most dark and confusing thing. Didn't expect, because you could kind of expect things from certain corners of the world, see some wild stuff, but man, Colorado's got this chill about it, and all the people are so polite. I mean, I don't know about now. This is Cripple Creek, Colorado City, and Colorado Springs. Dead of winter, so not many people out. But man, unfortunately, that was one of the memorable experiences. Meeting people was an interesting thing to begin with, but a lot of the people I still talk to this day. And had a rabbit at the time in a stroller, and that's pretty much how I met people because they thought it was a baby and they thought I was walking around with a baby. So they would abruptly run up to me to tell me that it's too cold for a baby, and I would reveal a rabbit, and then yeah, that's how I made friends in Colorado. Worked like a charm too. Yeah. And then yeah, the same kid, like as soon as I got into the downtown area, he knew I was new. It's not like he had a sixth sense. It's the dead of winter. I had a dress on, tights, and suede boots, and there was snow on the ground. I was very out of place. But it's like one of those weird movies where like a local just kind of takes you on a weird like journey, like in basements, all kinds of it, like the nicest people. It's very confusing, but it like finding all the nooks and corners and like things to avoid, and like don't open cigarettes in the square because the kids will ask you, and or the orphans rather, he said. And lo and behold, I was walking through the square, and mind you, this is like forever ago, so I I was like dead alone up there. And I didn't know a single person. I didn't know a single person that even visited Colorado, let alone lived there. but like 40 orphans came out of nowhere, all ages. And like you could tell the older ones are kind of like the shepherds, if you will. It was bizarre, man. It was just everything was so chill, but like also very dark. Very dark. But if that was here, those kids would be mugging everybody that was walking by, so it was yeah. That was probably the only time I've been hit up by like a 6 or 7 year old for a cigarette. And not only just one, like 40. Like if you pack cigarettes, they come out. I don't know where they came from. The whole thing was like Alice in Wonderland, but like like the Manitou. I was so lost. I I did not know what it was, up or down. I was like walking through things, and mind you, I didn't have a cell phone. I had like a first generation iPad that somehow still worked, and I had to use like Wi-Fi to buy internet on it. So, and I had this big clunky camera, but I didn't have a phone. And I yeah, ended up I found this bridge. It's like the most fairy tale looking bridge you could think of. And it's one guy, and he was dressed kind of like, I don't know, like something from a storybook. The whole freaking thing was, excuse me, it's very hot in here, getting emotional. He's like, oh, you just go up for the front and up for front and down the brick road. Like, there's no fucking way. It was beautiful. I I enjoyed and savored every second I could there, because it was just so different. And yeah. And the hotels are mad cheap, like $200 for a week, but that's like a standalone cabin at the foothills of mountains with like a creek running by it and a McDonald's next door. So it was a score. It really is an alternative universe. I haven't been to that many states. Just Georgia, South Carolina, and of course here. But oh yeah, I used to drink quite heavily, if I'm totally honest. I I was um see, when I was a kid, I used to skateboard a lot, but I slammed my face into bricks, which was like a pretty much a so I didn't stop like the kind of I didn't have like an outlet. So just did went wherever my feet took me for a long time. Oh, but yeah, I used to drink a lot of beer and a lot of whiskey, especially in Colorado. That was actually heat at that time, but so deemed it utilitarian. But yeah, yeah. But that was long ago, so haven't even drank alcohol in a good, I think like 5, 6 years. I have to really look at it because I didn't. It wasn't like a struggle. It was just like a on and off switch. I don't know. I'm pretty. Might not seem like it, but I'm pretty matter of fact. Like is what it is, and it was just a weight and kind of a scam. It's alcohol here isn't the same as like in Europe or Asia. It's just cheap carbonated shite in a glass bottle. That's pretty cool. So you dig the glass bottles. But you know, couldn't read my own handwriting. Like, how often, like, can you really just, I don't know. It's a huge bar culture here, too, in Southeast Florida, especially. Pretty much any town that Jimmy Buffett is in circulation, you'll find dollar beers. Oh, probably like $2 beers. But, and like, the heat doesn't mix with it, I think. And memory is one of my favorite parts about existing. So, it just, like when the scales get weighed onto the other side. But, oh yeah, I used to dig heavily raging out as intensely as I possibly could. Um, Because I don't know. I'll have like fear of the dark too, so like, I used to really like wandering around, but man, that's just scary here. It's always been. But one day, I'll like dig out like whatever lasting recordings and stuff I have, because I do have a lot of video from Colorado, but yeah, Matthew, as soon as I got a camper, I really do want to try to figure out, like, probably try to get a crew together. And people that either have time or that could break off of the thing and return. I mean, there's trains everywhere on the coast. So it would be most ideal. And a lot of stuff, like, again, buddy system all the way. Like, when I do have this set up in the garage, I'll finally be able to get Mark on. Mark grew up in Bahamas and spearfished his whole life, and just like a hoot to let just talk. Goes in so many directions, but all those directions are dope, so I don't mind at all. And like, he was talking about he's got two friends that are always out past the pier on kayaks, and that's kind of exactly what I'm looking for. So I should, I just, like kayaks, if they tip, like those ones that float still float, but if a canoe tips, it's like, that just sinks. And I was thinking about that, because some days it's flat like glass, and that would be most ideal, but I cannot imagine. I'm not ready for all that. No. I need like a fully submersible backpack, e-perp, to go like more than 20 feet from the shore. Dead serious. Unless like I had people, but like, oh my gosh, by myself. My body like wouldn't even move that far. Like walking down a pitch black street, my mind just says nope. And find an alternate route. But yeah, I really want to get out there because it's the one little rock pile, and it would just be really sick. Fishing from the pier is nice, but you can only fish as far as you can cast, and I can't cast that far. Certainly not like far to cast, but it's just like, not far. But really just want to finish this move so I can like stop thinking about it. It's driving me to pieces. I had to put a bunch of stuff up here because the garage is like an oven. And I didn't bring it up for the first 2 days, and some of the paints already started separating. That's beer. First thing I brought up was my UV resin. I slept with that the first night. I didn't have any energy to move, but yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, but it's like a freaking mile away. This big ass house, and had my first paranormal experience tonight. Heard steps going downstairs, but there was no person. Scary Larry. Really into small houses these days. Big, empty, like, man, want like a little shack, like with a tin roof. Ugh. House too big, put you on edge. I'm gonna mute this in case I fall down the stairs or something. Oh, no. I'll put the mic by the crickets and hope I don't forget. Now the house is a little spooky when you avoid looking in cracked doors. But oh, one thing that I can't just seem to figure out a solution to is how to brighten it up a little bit. Because we are under the only light. So I've kind of like been lingering around it like a moth. But this chair is brutal. And lost a computer chair in the middle. But anywho, probably gonna sleep or something. Yeah, oh, I don't know who that is, but usually live every weekday. I thought I would be back, or at least set up by now, but I really don't know when this place is gonna be painted. It's just, someone lived in, like, it was set up as an apartment, and it was lived in for 10 years by a chain smoker. So, when ozone machine was parked in there for a few days, and of course bleach, but now it just needs to be painted, and that's it. And a AC unit, and a sink. Just gonna use the air fryer for now. I have a camp kitchen. This is all temporary anyway. I just, yeah, starting from scratch, but I welcome it. I mean, I've been needing to really kind of, like, get serious about life for real, because life is, like, passing me by like a train. It was, like, every time I looked at a video, it was, like, from a different time period almost. And that is what, like, isolation and all that will do to the mind. It stops. Like, I couldn't tell you what happened in 2022 to 2024 to 19, like, at all. Wild how much of a blur it's become. However, I have no need to exaggerate, so pretty blessed that life fell apart in such a way that all I can think about is fishing. And man, I don't know how I always made, like, the best out of the worst situations, but, you know, out of all the crafts that I do tinker, you know, not anything too special, but I think that was my favorite. Because, man, I, like, 2019, I think I was, like, really stoked. The most stoked I've been to, like, get like a nursery going up and everything, and then the world shut down, and then I decided that was time to just, like, keep busy, I guess, but I didn't really know what to work on, and just real stoked is all. And, you know, the campers, they go quick when I find them, so I have that one, like, I keep contacting, or, like, keeping in contact with the guy, and, like, it's not being held or anything, but, like, yeah, that's what I'm focused on now, but already accepting that it'll probably be taken by the time I'm ready for it. However, that's what I'll be focusing on now, and so I took a little bit of a break even looking for campers, because now I think it's time to figure out A, where it will be parked, and B, trying to get rid of some of this stuff, because too much. Oh, is it? It might be. It might be the hour. I'm not too used to this area yet, and I know the router thing is a floor up. Router modem. What is a router? Router number. Oops. Wait, isn't there brain work? It's almost functioning again though. Ugh, but besides today, like, oh my gosh, one thing after another. My parents are both in really bad shape. My dad can't really leave the couch without supervision, or else he will fall. And I went from an extra large to a medium, like within a few months. Well, I guess about almost like 8 months. Well, 6 to 8 months. But my mom got like, and the heat has been so brutal. My mom's a redhead too, so like heat and that. But her like kidneys were not working, and they had to do some emergency thing, which I haven't really talked to her since then, so I really have no idea. But I'm gonna go over when the sun rises to see, because the phone might be like in a bag or something, or I don't know. But anywho, that's, yeah, always chaos, but you know, what else gonna do? Every day life gets shorter, and I only have one that I'm absolutely certain of, so I try to do like, you know, like some sculpting or some chiseling when that's needed. But I love y'all. I'm figure out like a band maybe. It's really not that bad just like sitting in one place, but as soon as I start talking, it's like I'm glad y'all can't see how I'm sitting, because it's brutal. But, oh shit. Yeah, the connection in this place has been surprisingly good, but every now and then the bars will drop to 0. I'm not sure if that's like someone restarting it or something, because it's like almost like a compound, I guess. This area is known for its tiny little lots, but this is one of the biggest, and there's multiple structures on it and people. A lot of people. But thankful for these chairs, these stairs, because it was the exact amount of exercise I needed. Holy trucks. It's already night and day difference. Like I wasn't getting out like at all, and really kind of suffocating amount of isolation, because the mosquitoes just really bad during the day. You know it's bad when not a single restaurant has outdoor seating, right? So I'm born and raised here. Like it's brutal out there. Like shocked because the door is open and not a single mosquito in here. But like it was just always so sore from sitting but not moving, and instantly getting back walking again. It's mango season, so I've been doing a lot of walking. And my jaw, like, I was clenching my jaw so hard because, like, time is, like, didn't exist. It sucked. But, like, my jaw is already feeling a lot better. I have to, like, go to a dentist as soon as possible. Just, man, I just, I guess, shock or whatever. Like a shell shock. Shit sucked. But That's all I'll say about that. It was just really far and not a lot of access to things for so long that it's just really all I can think about. I think that's one reason why I haven't streamed, because I didn't want to come on here and like vent or anything. And so just been kind of picking up pieces and trying to gauge what I have to replace. And I got a bunch of field guides, but they were shipped out there, and so gonna try to reorder those. But they were like $4 or $5 each, so it wasn't the worst. I already reordered one of the books, but I figured probably will get the books eventually, so I'll just reorder the one that like I think my dad will like too, because then he could have the one copy. It's just, yeah, it'll be it'll be brutal for a good minute, but I'm ready for that. That's like exactly what I expect. But hopefully this weekend gonna be hitting a spot with Buddy and his nephew. I don't know if it's he's coming down this way. I haven't seen him in years. And it was my cousin's friend since I was like fourth grade. And I just pass by every now and then. But the only person I know that'd be down to fish from kayaks and like camp in mangroves and stuff. So gonna try to find a spot, or like at least like show the area, because then I could start planning spots. But and then like start roping more people in it, and then get more people. Like especially experienced people, holy trucks. I will offer grunt work or handmade goods. I for experience backed information is just like the purest gold possible. And yeah, the more people, more fish also, but more people, like the more places could access, because like flamingo, for instance, is absolutely massive. But like I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's real hot in here, but I love y'all. And ooh, where's my head going? Oh, it's the zoom. I meant like metaphorically, but yeah, the wall is bleeding with smoke residue. That's exactly what it looks like. And I got past the judgment in that situation because I know the dude was like real depressed. And you can usually tell if like, somebody doesn't have that much good stuff to say. And the his bed did the talking. Man, that thing looked like it was pulled out of a fire, like a fire pit. Which, again, not passing judgment, because that means like passing out with cigarettes over and over and over again. And it was like where her hand would be and like where her face would be. And real intense. Real intense. But he has a nice apartment, so all is well. And but yeah, it's bleach. I know, like mold and stuff will make it spread on porous materials. I just oh, it was like the AC. Oh my god, the AC unit. There's no way that thing worked anymore. There's no way. There's no way. But I know there's like a sheet of copper in there, so I gotta try to get that. I have 2 sheets of copper. It's gonna turn into spoons, but they're out west, and I don't know when I'll see. If I'll see, I don't know. lost a lot of like time, but also physical objects and plants. So, man, it is hard to like think in a in it's maddening, but we're still like, man. But on that note, I feel sorry for myself while blasting some music. I'm just kidding. Life is short, man. I don't know. I don't know. I've always been that type of person. Like, if something like is going wrong, like, yeah, it's a huge planet. There's so many people. There's like so many creatures, so many things to see that you quite literally just have to walk away and then get distracted by something else. 'Cause you can't just like get hung up on something and let that just like cause any further damage if it doesn't work to the point that like it was. Like, some things you can't plug in if it's not working right, or else it'll fry the motor or whatever. And like when that motor is fried, man, like just turn it into jewelry or something. Like, don't throw it away or scrap it. I don't know. There's copper in there. I don't know what that metaphor was supposed to be, but yeah. Um, I just don't know what's like missing, you know? But anyway, happy trails. Escapism, yeah. True. Man, like even getting lost in a television show, like I feel like that is like we're we're wired to be able to do so. And like just don't rightly know, but what I do know is that what I don't know won't kill me, right? Hey. The bittersweet dance of like wanting to downsize, losing half your stuff. Oh man, where is it? I need it back. It's like the the potential for this to be a actual positive is pretty dang big. Cause if anyone knows me, they know I have a pretty dang hard time focusing on one thing. So, and everyone I feel like has the desire for direction and kind of yeah, it's very hot in here. I'm 2 degrees from hallucinating. Ben here, let's walk by the door. Oh man, real nice out here. Anywho, I love y'all. I won't ramble about nothing no more. I think to yeah, take a second to get back to it. I haven't really been organizing belongings for the past like week straight, so I haven't really been even talking to anybody or interacting with anyone. Just headphones and boxes and a lot of broken stuff. Holy trucks. My teapot, I tried so hard not to break that too. It doesn't have a spout anymore. But it's the only clear teapot that I've found so far, so just need another one of those. Which nowadays, like, everything seems to be dime a dozen. I really do wish y'all a gorgeous night. I am probably not gonna do much productive stuff tonight other than stare at the wall until all this is settled. Because Jesus, there's a step there. Yeah, I will miss this. You can't see it, but there's a mermaid up there. Hey, Zoidberg. Precisely. Oh, there is that light that's really dim. Kind of looks like sun peeking through. During the day, it looks like this is the top floor rather than the second floor. Pretty neat having a random angle like that. Anywho, it's upside down. Did I have that on it, or is that upside down this whole time? Anyway, well, yeah, this is really cool too. There's a local restaurant called Jet Setters. It's like 1950s atomic kind of themed, atomic tiki, if you will. And boy, I love that place. Turned out most of their food was frozen in packets that they then boiled. I don't know how they were going about that. That was like 15 years ago. We used to walk there when we were kids because it's like really affordable. I guess that's why. It's true nuclear. But anyway, love y'all. Happy trails. And get back to the swing of things eventually. And until then, I'll probably be stumbling around until I'm back to speed. Because there is no normal and there is no regular. But I also want to finish watching the thing Man, I found this lady. I can't stop watching her videos. There's two ladies. There's like, this Jamaican preacher lady. World Changers. She's live all the time. I haven't watched the news in a really long time. I'm like walking on cloud nine. Like I hardly even I hardly know what's going on. But that lady and what's her name? Oh no. Well, I'm gonna have to find her again. I typed too much in search, so her name isn't up there anymore. Oh, but it's so interesting. I love all theories, man. Like, the more intense and like rooted in reality. Like, yeah, Sabrina Wallace. ASM is the channel. It's wild. I'm sorry, but it's kind of me. Evening right now. I yeah, made some squids. Well, attempts at squids. I'm still trying to get my hands back. It's been a ride. Probably not one I'd wait in line again for. But ride nonetheless. I freaking love those eyes. I'm really stoked on those. The eyes are so easy. I gotta figure out a way to, not do this blind. So I'm probably gonna try to remember to drive them through the pool tomorrow. I always remember when the sun is resting. I can't see shite out there, but now I could get a headlamp. I just too many things on the list. All these little things have to do one by one until they're done. I really like them. And again, this fly library, I saw this mono. Let's see, mono. That's Newton. I want to weigh both sides, but yo, Reno, Nevada looks sick. That's like another place, like mine, straight mine. I'm not sure. I think it is one of the places where you get the ant garnets. I'm not like 100%. I should look that up before saying it. The ant rubies. I like push up the little. But anywho, feel free to find me on Facebook, Instagram, all them things. And yeah, I'll be lingering and tinkering until then. Tight lines till the end of time. I'm hoping to get some energy to walk over to the docks. But man, by the time I'm like up and ready, this house is like swarming with people with heavy machinery. There's a Ford going. And it's wild, man. Sick though, because a lot of the stuff I wanted to know how to do, like the tile molding, make a room feel like just a totally different space. Oh, sorry. Anyway, happy trails.